Mic check, check. Welcome to Culture and Conversation with Sire Stuyvesant, where music, culture, relationships, and real life meet. I'm your host, Sire Stuyvesant. That's without going to say. I probably fucked that one up. I don't give a shit. I started this podcast to just, get my shit off. I feel everybody has podcasts. I just felt like I just deserved one. Yeah, I'm entitled. I feel like I deserved a podcast. I just wanted to just get my shit off. A space where I could speak about relationships, music, culture, anything that comes to my mind, honestly. I'm excited about this. This is the first episode. Listen, we're going to get into it. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Sire Stuyvesant, as I said. I'm Trinidadian and Jamaican. I was born in America, Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy. Yes, sir. I am a musician, creative, designer. I'm just a melting pot, like New York City. Growing up, I listened to a lot of different type of music, a lot of soca, reggae, dancehall, jazz, classical, pop, like all types of shit. Growing up in a Trinidad household, I can go on for days, but we're gonna get there. Let's try to, let's space it out a little bit. Speaking of Trinidad, this year was my first year going to Trinidad Carnival. And listen, I'm ashamed that it took this long for me to go to Trinidad for Carnival. Let's start with the price. The price of the tickets, the party tickets. It's crazy. No minimum than $150, maybe $200. But I enjoyed myself. So let's start from the beginning. I asked maybe 10 to 15 people to come with me to Trinidad for Carnival. But as we know, men can't plan shit. We just horrible planners. I'm speaking for myself. We horrible planners. Long story short, I ended up going to Trinidad by myself. Thank God I ended up knowing a few people out there. So let's start there. Ticket prices for the flight was no less than $1,000. That's round trip. And you might have a stop. The parties, $150, $200, as I said earlier, but it was worth it. Trinidad is about music, party, food. The food is amazing. Food is amazing. Now, obviously, I've been eating this food all my life, right? So it was nothing new to me. But what I was shocked to see was the amount of women that were out there. It was literally outnumbered. So when I started sending videos to the 10, 15 people who I invited, they was upset. Once I noticed they was upset, I started sending more videos like, listen, this is what you missed out on. I played Mass. For those who don't know, Mass is carnival. You have a costume. Sometimes you may have seen women wear like feathers, like jewelry, different like crystals and stuff on their head and their body, probably wearing thongs and pom-pom shorts or whatever it is. But it was amazing. It was amazing, man. It was amazing. My advice is if you go into Trinidad Carnival, make sure, if you're going out there with your partner, your significant other, make sure that your partner isn't insecure. Not the place for you. My advice is if you are in a relationship and you're not Caribbean or let's just say you are Caribbean, but your significant partner is not Caribbean and don't understand the culture, do not go to Trinidad Carnival. It is not for you. Or it's not for your partner, I should say. It's not for your partner. If you go out there, you want to make sure that you have a peace of mind, right? And so I was speaking to a friend, real good friend of mine. They asked, do men want peace or control? As you can see, my body language changed. Don't ask me no bullshit like that. Do men want peace or control? We want fucking peace. That's the short answer, right? For me, I want peace and control. Meaning, when I step foot out the door, I'm already dealing with the world as a man, right? As a black man, I'm already dealing with the world, the pressures of the world. I don't want to now then come home and deal with stress. Control, yes, I like to control my environment. I want my environment to be about peace, right? So I feel like I want peace and control. Yeah, I don't feel bad for wanting peace and control, right? It's not control in the way that people may think like, oh, you want to control me, you want to dominate what I do, how I do it. No, I want to control my environment. I want to control my peace, right? So that's where I'm at with it, you know. I don't know. I mean, but I don't like to get into the gender war shit, you know. I'm speaking to my friend and I just noticed that my answer wasn't good enough for my friend, right? So they then ask, do you believe in struggle love? Struggle love, what the fuck is struggle love? What is that? They explain, as black people, we were conditioned to feel like you have to hurt first in a relationship. I completely disagree. No. As I said earlier, I'm entitled. You got to ride through hell before you can love them. You can love your person. Like, I disagree with all of that shit. That just doesn't make sense to me. That's not love, that's survival. We've been in those type of situations because two people are entering a relationship and both parties are not healed. So that's where the struggle love comes to play. But do I think that that's how it was designed for me to love? No. Why should we be put each other through fucking torment, arguing, toxic? I hate that word. Toxicity.
Why do you hate toxic?
It's a fucking buzzword. I hate toxic. I hate narcissists. I hate gaslighting. I hate all those words. Those words, not saying that it's not real words, but like when people discover, it's like people just fucking discovered a dictionary and just started dragging those words to the ground. I'm not into it. And a lot of people use it as escapism, like to deflect, right? Instead of actually speaking about what's the real issue. Oh, you're gaslighting me. No, I'm telling you how it is. I'm not gaslighting you. Gaslighting do exist, but I feel that the word is being overused, is being abused, and is being used as a way of deflecting. And escapism, that shit is, people just use it. Like I said, I feel entitled. To certain things, I do feel entitled. I do feel entitled to happiness, my own happiness, my peace. Now, if I express that, I'm a narcissist. That makes no sense. You're just using the word, and you're using the word incorrectly. So people abuse those words. Yeah, I'm not into it. A lot of people don't know how to explain themselves. That's very, very difficult. Hold on. I got to explain myself about Vybz Kartel concert in fucking Barclays. Shout out to Vybz Kartel. Disclaimer, I did not go to the concert. But the second show, I felt like I did. Here's why I say that. The first show, I'm on Instagram. I'm watching everybody excited. Everybody was happy about the Vybz Kartel show. I'm looking for footage. Everybody literally posts footage the night of, even the day after. I said, where is the footage? Where is the footage? I spoke to a few people who was there. They said he didn't come out until like 10 o'clock. I think people was there like 8. Could be wrong. Like I said, I wasn't there. And then also the excuse I heard was it was bad service inside of the Barclays. I don't know how true it was. Every time I went to the Barclays, I had good service. I don't know. I think the first show, from when people started posting it, it looked like it was mid. It looked like it was a bit mid. Now the second show, boy, y'all was upset at that first. Listen, people who went to the first show was upset when they seen the second show. He brought out more guests. He had more energy. Like I said, I'm not going to talk too much shit because I did not go to the concert. I'm just speaking on what I observed and people who I spoke to. But I am going to see Vybz on Father's Day or whenever that is. So I'm going to give my full review of that. I hope y'all enjoyed this podcast. Listen, this is the first episode. It's a work in progress. We're going to figure it out. I appreciate everybody who's tuning in. Like I said, we're going to grow. That's how we set the tone. We just jump straight into conversation. And I just want to make sure that I'm engaged with y'all. We having raw conversation. Listen, nothing is off the table. This is Culture and Conversation with Sire Stuyvesant. Stay real, stay rooted, stay blessed. I'm out.